Today is my 100th day on the Hanamichi, so welcome if you are here for the first time. As a way of marking this milestone of making 100 consecutive daily videos, I'm going to go right back to the beginning, which was the Lunar New Year on the 22nd of January, and try to put into words why I started this journey and what it's all about. What is the essence of all this activity? My name is Suleiman. I live in London and I act and dance in theatre, opera, ballet and film. I also make my own theatre productions that take inspiration from kabuki, which is a form of Japanese theatre that sprung to life on the dry beds of the Kamo River in Kyoto in 1603. I discovered kabuki while studying at Goldsmiths, where I did my drama and arts degree, and after graduating I decided to continue my research, writing and explorations on kabuki, and so I create my own theatre productions that explore kabuki but also try to find connections between this Japanese art form and other elements of theatre and art that I find fascinating. So for example, I'm currently writing a play for my next kabuki-inspired production, which is also going to be exploring the Austrian artist Egon Schiele. I am currently performing in a production of Aida at the Royal Opera House. I have an English Springer Spaniel dog called Marx, who likes to make the occasional cameo appearance in my videos. And I enjoy being immersed in nature, playing tennis, swimming, reading. I love travelling, and of course going to exhibitions, music concerts, opera and ballet. The word itself means ka, singing, bu, dancing, and ki, skill or art. So essentially kabuki is a synthesis of the arts of dancing, singing and drama. And it's filled with incredibly stylized movement, makeup, the costumes are incredibly lavish, silks and brocades, the sets are also phenomenal. And I first had the opportunity to see kabuki live in Tokyo at the Kabukiza in 2018. And even though I've been researching, writing and exploring kabuki ever since I graduated from Goldsmiths in 2017, I feel like I have not even scratched the surface in terms of my understanding and true appreciation of the art form, because it is just so layered with deep meaning, history, and kind of codified nuances, etc. But I find it fascinating and I enjoy trying to find connections between the art of kabuki with other art forms and disciplines, particularly the connections between Japan and Europe. Hanamichi is a Japanese word. Hana means flower and michi means path. So the Hanamichi is the flower path, and it comes from kabuki. The Hanamichi is a stage device used in kabuki theatre. It's essentially a raised wooden platform that connects the main stage and runs directly through the audience to the back of the auditorium. And its primary purpose is to allow for actors to make their extravagant entrances and exits through the audience. So in climatic scenes of a play, you might have a dancer doing an ethereal dance along the Hanamichi, or one of the heroes might burst in through the audience and save the day on the Hanamichi. And it really envelops the audience in the action because the stage action is taking place in the middle of the auditorium, in the middle of the audience. There is a theory that may or may not be true, that the Hanamichi originally served as a way for the audience to give flowers to the actors on stage, which is such a beautiful idea. But it is more likely, I think, that the Hanamichi is a development of the Hashigakiri, which was basically a Hanamichi in an older theatre art form called Noh theatre. So there are many theories about how the Hanamichi, how the flower path came to be, but I also like the philosophical symbol of the Hanamichi, or the flower path. The idea that we as human beings all choose our paths in one way or another, and the path that we decide to take, what we do or don't do, inevitably affect the people that we end up meeting, the people that we align ourselves with. And I just firmly believe that we always have a choice, and it's such a beautiful thing that we get to, in a way, design the course of our lives. Of course, things happen and we get taken and led away, and it's also a beautiful thing that not everything is so fixed and controlled. But I do like thinking about Hanamichi as a kind of broader question about where we're going and what we aim to achieve. Art, theatre, music and gardens, I think, are the essential ingredients of my kabuki cocktail-inspired channel. I love thinking about how art, theatre, music and gardens interrelate, inform and inspire one another. I think there is something musical about my approach to theatre. I love thinking about the idea of kabuki as a form of flower art. There are so many references to seasons and to flowers and to floral motifs in kabuki. One of the most famous plays, for instance, is called The Wisteria Maiden, and there are specific plays at different parts of the season to fit with the season, and also specific colours like the crimsons and the purples and the greens and the pinks, which are all used in sets and costumes to evoke seasons. So there is an incredible closeness to nature in kabuki, and I really think that trying to find connections between music, theatre, arts and gardens is just a very stimulating way for me to come up with new ideas as I traverse this world of theatre making. Finally, if there is one word that I would love to carry into the next 100 days, it's the word appreciation. I think if there is anything that this channel is about, it's trying to just show and share appreciation for the incredible artists that have come before us and that will come after us. The writers, the musicians, the conductors, the dancers, but also the cities, the gardens, the parks, the cafes. We are so lucky to be living in this world and to be alive and to be the people that we are. I feel incredibly grateful for all that I have, and one of the things I hope that this channel does, in the smallest way or however, is just showing my appreciation for my heroes, for all that they've given me and taught me and encouraged me. So, who are your heroes? Please let me know. And a final thank you to my patrons who follow me on my Patreon page. I really value your support. Maria Leontine, Joanna Lehnis and Mc Caughey. Thank you very much. If you would like to support my work and these videos and the Hanamichi, then please do go on to my Patreon page. My videos are also on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and on my website. So please do like, follow, subscribe, share, and I shall see you in the next one.